everybody, Z Garcia here. Today we're going to be taking a look at this epic looking game from Martin Wallace and Osprey Games, Wildlands. A big fantasy game, of course, featuring 20 unique miniatures, double-sided board, faction-specific decks, and some artwork on the back here. It looks really cool. It says on the back here 30 to 60 minutes. 2 to 4 players, not a cooperative game, a versus game. They listed that in the back. That's kind of cool. I like that. So let's see what we've got in here. This feels hefty. It must have quite a bit in there. All right. So we've got ourselves a rule book telling us some components, some story, setup, map breakdown. This is a weird rule book. I've never seen a rule book that does not use the top, I don't know, what is that, 4th? Maybe, yeah. 1/4 of the rule book is literally a header. That's kind of weird. I mean, it looks stunning. I like the look of it, but it doesn't use that space for literally anything. Kind of strange. All right. Hopefully that style and how attractively laid out that is carries over to the rest of the game. Tell us here about another expansion for the game, and then we've got ourselves an insert, very nice insert with a plastic cover on it, and then a big board. So let me fold this out. Let's take a look at that. So we've got a board. There we go. Lots of rooms. I'm not sure if you're picking up a little bit of glare on that. It looks like you are. So that's the one side. And this is our other side, and much more of a castle setting with some spaces, numbered spaces, some arrows for what I can assume are invasion lines, that sort of thing. So let's take a look in here. Okay, cool. So we've got 2 trays, 2 plastic trays here with lids, both of them. And we've got our miniatures. So let's take a quick look at these here. There we go. These guys have a little wash on them. They look pretty good. And the detail on them is not bad. It's not fantastic, but I do like the way these look quite a bit. Now the plastic is soft. We've got a couple of decks of cards. I'm not sure what this is here in the center, but it looks like a gem, a translucent octagon there. Okay. Not sure what that's for. The character designs in this are a little bit kooky. This one, for example, is some sort of mechanical kid. Okay, interesting. There you go. Yeah, it's got a neat look. I like the theme here is not quite just fantasy and that's it. There's a lot more to it. We'll come back to the decks of cards in just a moment. And then we've got another tray on the bottom here with another lid, some more minis. This guy's a big owl. That's cool. Wearing a cape. There you go. So there we are, and then we've got some bases for them, little bases for the characters. Let's see if I can pop one of these on there, how well that goes. Yep. There you go. Nah, not too bad, not too bad. And then taking it off might be a little bit tricky, seeing as to how the hole on the bottom doesn't actually let me push through. But no, that comes off easily as well. Very nice, very nicely done. And then we've got some resources here, red cubes, translucent, and some gems as well. And as I said, our decks of cards. So let's go ahead and pick one of the decks and take a look at what that might be like. Production so far, I'm quite impressed with. Very nicely done. Now, card quality here. Sometimes in the past I've had a couple of issues with card quality from Osprey Games, but I have to say these are wonderful. Very nicely done. And we've got some characters, single-sided character cards, and then what appear to be our action cards, allowing us to move and attack, perhaps, that sort of thing. Nicely laid out. Well done. Excuse me. And then we've got some more cards here, and then a breakdown just for reference. There we go. Okay, looks good, and I'm assuming all of the decks are going to be a similar idea. Sure appears that way. So let me crack open one more of these and show you, and then we are going to be done. So we've got, these are a little bit stuck together, but once they come apart, come on, there you go. Yeah, it looks like they were maybe not quite as dry as I would have liked. That actually did do a little damage. Let me see if I can pick that up on the camera here. On the back there, there's a little bit of a stripe there of some damage because these two are stuck together, which means on this card there's a little bit of damage right there. Right there. Hopefully that's the only time that happens. And hopefully it's not a big problem. Yeah, there you go. There's that kid who was sitting on a robotic tripod kind of thing. So some of those, some more cards here at the back. Yeah, it looks like faction decks for whichever faction the players are going to be taking over in the game. So there you go. Very nice production overall. Hopefully, like I said, that card having dried against another card is not really a problem seeing anywhere else. But we'll see once we open all this up and take a look at it. Other than that, I like the theme. I like the look of the minis. I like the way this is packaged. I'm impressed. This is a nice big box production from Osprey Games, and I hope that the game is just as good as these components. Martin Wallace has been doing some great stuff lately, and Osprey Game has been publishing really interesting stuff. So there you go. That is Wildlands coming out from Osprey and Martin Wallace. Thanks for checking this out with me. I'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for watching. Tune in every day for the Dice Tower's daily game unboxing.